Hi, Lim here. Today we are coming into the Group 6 customer of genotherapy, the senior citizen. When a person is turning old, the quality of life becomes important. A young man and a young woman can take many things for granted. They have a good physical body, beautiful look, and looking forward to life with full of energy. But when we turn old, our energy become weaker, our memory started to fail, our body is aging here and there, and the quality of life is seriously compromised. As a result, for the senior citizen, to improve the quality of life is important. We need to enhance their memory, to vitalize their energy, and to pacify their emotion. I think the best way for me to explain all this is by telling you some good stories and testimonials. A good story is worth 1,000 lectures. When my grandma was stepping into her mid 70s, she started to suffer from dementia. Sometimes searching aimlessly in the house, when you ask her what she was searching, then she even forgot what she wanted to search. The scenario was very worrying, and there was one more problem with her. Normally, old people love to use herbs and healthy food. But my grandma, even though she is hardly literate, preferred to believe in Western doctors. She did not like to take my Genonoma, even though a lot of persuasion failed to gain her support in Genonoma. When preparing the drink for my grandma, we started to add in GL powder and add RG into the soup so that she take RG and GL without realizing it. After about 2 weeks or so, all her memory came back now. One day, my aunt came to meet her, and she started to tell her the good old days. The coconut in her birthplace in China, the island of Hainan, was for sure bigger than that in Malaysia. We have never been to Hainan, no, and we doubt it very much. The coconut is bigger than that in Malaysia. But we practiced no confrontation and did not argue with her. She talked for hours now with my aunt. Before that, she's quiet and senile. My aunt was very surprised. We told her this was the power of Genonoma. She was impressed and also started to consume RG and GM. Today, she was well over her 80s and still serving in the factory of DXN, refused to retire. For some old people, it may not be easy for us to convince them to take the products, but we can mix the products now quietly into the food and serve them. In the early days of DXN, when we started to deal with the market in Singapore, we courier our products to the members. One day, a member complained the products she ordered never reached her, and she already paid it for a week ago. When we checked our courier service, we actually sent it to her a week ago. By then, she should have received it. When we checked further, she found that actually the products were hijacked by her father, who was well over 80. Then she told us the funny story. Her father also started to turn senile. When they felt it was good for him to try the products, the result was satisfactory. The father became active again, and as my grandma, all the sweet memories started to came back. Then one evening, the grandpa discussed shocking news to them. No, he intended to get married again, and then at once, age of his mid 80s, they shocked the family of our member, and they stopped giving him the products. Hopefully, this will tune down his energy, and he would forget about getting married again. When he ran out of the product, one day when the courier sent the products to their home, he decided maybe the best he could do is to hijack the products and keep it away, from everybody. We told the member she should give the products to him. Never mind, he wanted to get married again. At least his life quality become better, and he started to enjoy his old age. They agreed and allowed him to continue to take the products. There was one funny case in Philippines too. one member was already 93 years old. He came frequently to the stockade and bought only one box of 3-in-1 Lindsay coffee. She loved to check with the young girl who served in the stockade, who was in her 20s. Then one day, the stockist found the girl missing and did not turn up to work. When they seek her out, to their surprise, the young girl already married that very old man who was old enough to become her grandpa. This may prove the adage that love has no boundary, that this case most probably the rare case in the extent where the age differences were so much to get married. By now, you should have realized our products are good to uplift the living standard of the old man and old woman. When we become active back, when they become active back, do not blame them to become horny or love for sex. Actually, that is a good sign that the body function is performing well. When their memory flashback, they also love to tell the good old day stories. We just have to be patient with them. Okay, a talkative grandparent is better than a dull and quiet senile woman. At least they can take care of themselves and not trouble us to take care of them. When the economy of the country is progress and turn into advanced country, the society turns seniors and full of senior citizens. It's something that is sure to happen, and we should not put the blame on the old people. Many countries have to spend a lot of money to take care of the senior citizens. Japan is one of them. Many of the old men refuse to die and live for a long life. End up one senior politician who making a shocking statement. Why this old man were not dying and consume so much resources? People whack him left and right, and he had to apologize until times. Instead of blaming the old people why they do not die yet, better give them the Dexamethasone and spirulina. That can enhance their memory, improve their physical strength, and reduce their body pains. We always say, sunset is beautiful. So when our grandparents, our parents, even ourselves are entering the sunset phase in our life, let aging be gracious and we turn old peacefully. With the advancement of medical science and caring system, our society have become more and more senior citizens. They are the treasures, not a liability to our society. Their experience and guidance to us are valuable. We should respect them and let them have a good quality of life. Meet you all in the next video again, which we finally shall talk about the 6 patients. See you then. Bye bye.